today, guys? I'm at work right now. I'm gonna be going to my buddy Nathan's house, the guy that's got the Diesel D series. No Salt Gang is his page. But yeah, so had some stuff happen with the EK the other day when I was driving home from work. The next clip I guess the next clip you'll see Nate's car, but then when I get home tonight, I'll show you guys exactly what had happened. I can give you a quick rundown. Basically, the head gasket blew. I don't know if anything else is damaged. I'll show you guys tonight what it looks like and whatnot. I don't have the head off of it, but I will be taking that off soon. I got the turbo and stuff already pulled off. I ripped it off as soon as I got home. But yeah, basically was racing an Evo X, and really nice car, fast as hell. It's modified and whatnot, so it was fast. But my car actually, I noticed I pulled them in third gear. I started just roasting tire in third. Didn't know why, because the car never does that. Like, it spins third sometimes, only it just depends. Yeah, it lit third up, and then when I grabbed fourth, it pulled me right into my seat. So I didn't look at the fucking boost gauge, but I looked at the wastegate line after, and it was melted. So it gave it everything it had. It was probably upwards to 25, if not more, pounds of boost. Don't know why my tuning software didn't put a cut on it, because the boost cut was for 10.5, I believe. But yeah, so anyways, next clip we're gonna be at Nathan's house, so hold on your hats, and we'll see what's up, and then we'll go from there. So see you guys in a bit. Over at Nathan's house, had some stuff happen to the EK. We'll get into that further later on in the video, but he's gonna fire up the turbo Diesel D series. So let's hear this bad boy. Yeah, the Diesel D series. So, you guys are gonna see this thing at the track on Friday.
Bro, that thing is like,
and it's gonna be sick. Hopefully it runs really good. He's got to do some tuning stuff to it, but Nathan, thumbs up. What's up, bud? Thumbs up. And as a treat, Nate might let me drive it, so that'd be pretty cool.
yeah,
But we'll see what's up.
you won't need any real, like, you probably won't need much boost, so.
Sometimes it's gotta be like ripped a few times and get hot, and then it'll stay steady.
Yeah, see, there's back in line. That's gonna get melted by the exhaust if you shoot.
Sweet. What's up, guys? Back at my house, and like I said, I was going to give you a rundown on everything that happened. Like I had mentioned in the very first video, at the beginning of this, the head gasket definitely blown. There is antifreeze all over the place in the engine bay. My overflow jug was bubbling and smoldering, and yeah, it smelled like antifreeze. And like I said, there was a massive cloud of white smoke behind me. Still pulled a modified Evo, so that's fucking awesome. The car is fast as hell. Just over boosting, I guess. It's the way to win a race, I guess, but you pay the price by blowing your shit up. So, again, like I'd said before, I don't know why my tuning software didn't do a safety, like a safety boost cut, because we had the boost cut set at 10.3, I found out, not 10.5. 10.3, and it over boosted for sure, and it did not cut anything. Like, I mean, I'm using Chrome Pro tuning software, so I mean, that kind of, it's a hacked version. So it's not like the best or whatever, but I mean, it worked when we set it to 0 by accident, and it boost cut hard. So I'm not quite sure why it didn't work, but it is what it is. This is a price I have to pay, but we'll be upgrading to Honda when the build starts off. I'm going to try to find a just a cheap, like, 200 or maybe a 300 if I can find one. And that way it's cheaper for me, and I'm going to get used. So it is what it is. But it'll work. So yeah, but so here's a turbocharger story about this. What had happened? Tow truck driver picked the car up. Everything was all fine. Brought to my house. When we were dropping it off, I asked him if he can unload it in front of my driveway so I could just push it in. It was just easier to do it that way, and I could put it the way I wanted it. So he said, yeah, no problem. Dropped the car down softly the first time. Picked it back up for whatever reason, and when he set it back down, it made like this loud bang, and I was like, what the fuck? I thought it was his equipment at first, so I didn't really get too worried or whatever. But then when I was pushing the car, it was making this teeny noise, almost like metal scraping on the ground or scraping together or something. So I looked underneath the car, and my fucking downpipe was ripped right off. He ripped my downpipe right off of the flange. I was so pissed off, and the worst part was I would have been fine after knowing the engine's already broke, so it is what it is. But the fact that he didn't even admit that he was wrong by doing it, and he tried to say that it was already like that, pissed me right off. It just put me over the edge. But it is what it is, like I had said. So yeah, that's that. The turbocharger, like the cold side housing, still looks really, really good. So that's a bonus. Manifold's fine and whatnot, so that's still good. And the hot side's fine, and there is 0 shaft play. So that's good. eBay Turbo's holding up good. I guess it's got a minute amount of shaft play, but it's not too bad. So yeah, so I'll show you the catch can. It's kind of hard to see, but that is literally like water. So that's not good. So that happened. I didn't take a video before too. I was making a I wasn't my buddy Nathan with that we went and saw earlier. He was making a downpipe for my, or screamer pipe, whatever you like to call it, for my my wastegate. And it actually, the day that it was all finished and I put it on the car and whatnot, that's when she blew. But there it is. It's not like professional made or anything like that. Backyard build with scrap pieces of exhaust that we had kicking around. But it looks sick on the car. It's sat right there, so it looked really, really, really cool. But unfortunately, it decided to blow up, and that's that. So I'll take you out to the car, and you guys can take a look at the damage. It might be somewhat hard to see. The other thing, mind the mess in the backyard. The other thing we have to do is I'm taking my injectors out of the car to give to Nathan for his setup for this weekend, because he's going to let me run his car as well as him run it. So we're going to tag team the bitch and send her. And it should be pretty fun. But yeah, so I'm giving him my 450cc injectors. I got one pulled out. And then I figured I'd start making this video now, let you guys know what I was doing. But yeah, so there's the other 3. So I got some of the oil drained when I pulled the return line off. Yeah, it's hard to see. It's black-ish looking now, but it was like chocolate milk. Yeah, here's my downpipe. Look at that. Like, how fucked is that? Isn't that stupid? So I was really upset about that. But yeah, okay, so let's take a peek here. So I don't know if you'll be able to see. It's hard. Yeah, it's too hard to see. There's no light. I don't know if my snap on. Frig off. Okay, Stuart, there's loud noise, but yeah, there's the valves there. There's those ones. And there's that one. That one is crappy. So, sorry about the noise. I don't have any light or nothing out here, so it's kind of hard. But that's all I had. But yeah, so there's that. You can tell, like, these ones are fine. And then that one's gunky as shit. So that sucks. So yeah, and now I'll show you. You can see all the milk and crap inside there. But I mean, from first glance, like, I don't really know too much. I'm a novice on when it comes to engine stuff. Um, just learning, but I mean, the head looks fine. I don't I don't see anything wrong with that. So I don't know. Like I said, I'll have to pull it all apart and see. But at first glance, seems to be fine. I think what had happened is it stretched the head bolts or studs, whatever it is in there. I have no clue. This is an unknown motor. I just bought it. Or sorry, I just bought the car with this engine in it, and I just said fuck it and ran it. But I don't know what's done to it, but it's seen like 9,000 RPMs. Like, it's seen a lot of shit, and it's just a B18 B1 block. But yeah, so I think it stretched the head studs or bolts, whichever one it is. I think it just stretched it and separated, because like it's all wet here, and then over here is relatively dry, but then this cylinder has a bunch of gook and shit in it. But these ones seem like whatever. So I don't know if these were just regular, that's what it's supposed to look like, and then this one is dickered or what, but yeah, that's that. So, like I mentioned though, I'm going to take these injectors out, and my boost gauge I'm giving to Nathan as well. So we can send that rocket on Friday. So yeah, so I'm going to end the video for right now here so I can finish getting these injectors out and get the boost gauge out.